Yeah, you had to go on your little menopause break and postpone the fight, so yeah. What about that, dog? I was ready before. You needed a little break. Your tummy hurt? Your tummy hurt still?
I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better.
Were you truly sick, or were you a little nervous about getting in the ring with Jake Paul?
I was terrified.
I brought this deal to this old-ass motherfucker. We signed the contract with Netflix, and I brought him the deal. So, you're welcome, my son. I'm gonna discipline you like a son. So shut the fuck up with all that need this, need that. We brought you the deal, and remember that too.
Yeah, you've had to go on your little menopause break and postpone the fight. So yeah, what about that, dog? We was ready before you needed a little break. Your tummy hurt. Still, I feel a lot better now. I feel a lot better. Were you truly sick, or were you a little nervous about getting in the ring with Jake Paul? I was terrified. I brought this deal to this old-ass mother. We signed the contract with Netflix, and I brought him the deal. So you're welcome, my son. I'm going to discipline you like a son. So shut the up with all that need that we brought you the deal, and remember that too, the stark age disparity between the two is hard to overlook. Despite the seemingly mismatched nature of the bout, the boxing community is abuzz with anticipation, viewing it as a potential wake-up call for the YouTube sensation turned fighter. Yet there are some lingering concerns about the fight's viability. However, Joe Rogan is confident that Tyson will deliver a crushing blow to Paul. According to Rogan, Jake Paul, despite his youth and burgeoning boxing career, pales in comparison to Mike Tyson. The multi-million-dollar podcaster asserts that even though Tyson is now older, his knockout power remains formidable enough to defeat any challenger who crosses his path. There's not a chance in hell that Jake Paul would survive against the Mike Tyson that beat Marvis Frazier. You ever watched that fight? That's my favorite Mike Tyson fight, cause that was Mike Tyson before he won the title. It was ABC Wide World of Sports, and Joe Frazier had been talking about Tyson, that he was in his prime. He beat Tyson, and so he had his son fight Tyson, and it was an execution. In discussing the Tyson versus Paul fight, Rogan remarked that he did not care about Tyson's age of 58, emphasizing that he was still Mike Tyson. He noted that Tyson trains with Rafael Cordo, a legendary figure in MMA and the head of King's Mixed Martial Arts. According to Rogan, Rafael is a world-renowned trainer, and seeing him hold the mitts for Tyson while Tyson delivers powerful strikes demonstrates that Tyson still has the ability to inflict serious damage. In his prime, where he was terrifying. He was so fast, and he would do angles, and he was bobbing and weaving. You couldn't hit him, and he was just coming at you. And he was young. He was 20 years old at the time. He couldn't be stopped. No one had the solution. And I submit that Mike Tyson, the Mike Tyson that won the title against Trevor Berbick, the Mike Tyson that beat Larry Holmes, I think that Mike Tyson is the best heavyweight of all time. I don't think anybody with him. He didn't maintain that form, and he went up losing to Buster Douglas. And I look at fighters when they're in their absolute prime. Rogan further added that in today's world of hormone replacement and advanced vitamins, Tyson benefits from various recovery techniques, including electrical muscleization. He mentioned that during Tyson's preparation for the Roy Jones fight, they employed state-of-the-art science. Rogan asserted that despite Tyson's age of 58, he remains capable of causing significant harm. He suggested that if Jake Paul were to face Tyson in the ring and witness Tyson's bobbing and weaving, he would have a moment of realization, thinking to himself, "Oh my God, that's really Mike Tyson. Lost everything. You see him hit those pads. He has not lost everything, but he's lost some. But coming from the best, he's now like maybe just normal, right? He's still not normal, but he's still like a professional heavyweight boxer. He's still terrifying. No, I'm not saying he's not, but I'm just saying even coming off the best, I still think he wins. You coming off, it's hard to say, because you never bet on against a 27-year-old fighting a 58-year-old. What I have in my brain, and I can't get out, is that what I'm saying, like it's also in his mind. Like Mike Tyson's mind has switched over in a war, like he was doing this interview. And someone said to him, he goes, you look like you're in your 20s, like what are you doing? He goes, I just eat raw meat. He not eating raw meat. He goes, you're eating raw meat. He goes, yeah, I'm eating raw meat. He goes, because that's what I'm going to eat when I fight. I'm going to eat him. It's raw meat, yeah. I was like, Jesus Christ, he's in this. __. mode, he's in that God of War mode, and that he's still got that in him. And I'm telling you, if you keep giving that guy hormones, and you keep giving that guy supplements, and he's constantly training. On the other hand, ever since Jake Paul entered the world of professional boxing, whispers of steroid use have followed him. Now, with his highly anticipated bout against Mike Tyson on the horizon, medical experts are stepping into the conversation. Moreover, numerous fight fans have voiced their disapproval of Jake's decision to take on Tyson in the first place. The combat sports community in particular has expressed concern for Iron Mike, questioning the wisdom of him stepping into the ring at this point in his life, given his current health. Another element in the mix hinted at by former MMA fighter Dylan Danis is the possibility that Paul is using steroids. On August 6th, Danis shared a photo of a visibly covered Jake caping it. Steroids are bad kids. New York-based physician Dr. Stuart Pfizer said the photo is definitely suspicious. Pfizer told the Daily Mail that steroid use can deteriorate the skin's integrity, making it more susceptible to damage while also triggering hormonal imbalances that may result in acne and hair loss. Sports performance nutritionist Tom Cullen also chimed in, noting that the problem child would certainly have a reason to use steroids and improve his performance, using his TKO win against Mike Perry as an example. He's certainly not, I suppose, put under the same sort of scrutiny as a professional athlete would when it comes to that, he added, but neither expert thinks the picture is a smoking gun, and they have no way of conclusively determining whether Jake is using steroids without first testing him. Over the years, Jake's purported steroid use has gained a lot of attention. Former UFC fighter Nate Diaz even accused Jake of using steroids in 2023 in an embarrassing lie detector test footage from June. His brother Logan Paul even questioned him about the allegations. While hooked up to the lie detector, Logan asked Jake if he was on performance-enhancing drugs, to which the boxer responded, if taking Viagra counts, then yes, it's performance-enhancing, brother. After Paul gave a straightforward no, the test proctor concluded he was telling the truth. It has been suggested to Mike that his best opportunity of taking out Jake Paul may lie in the 2-minute rounds. The bout between Tyson and Paul is set to be a professional match, though it will feature 6 2-minute rounds rather than the customary 3. Despite being 58 and 30 years older than Paul, former world champion Timothy Bradley is confident Tyson still has the knockout power to make an impact. Bradley said, Mike Tyson knock his ass, baby. At first, I thought about it. I was like, this is kind of crazy. But then I saw the rules. It said knockouts, knockdowns. It's official. It can happen. 2 minutes. That's going to favor Mike Tyson. 2 minutes instead of 3. No doubt about it. Think about it. A 2-minute drill. He comes out in the first 4 rounds like he's always blazing. He further added, Mike Tyson getting him against the ropes, banging him to the body, hitting him with power shots. Come on, man. He has the potential to knock this man out. You know that power is the last thing that leads you. This is Mike Tyson. We're talking about 2 minutes. That's all that takes. He can get the knockout. Knock Disney boy the hell out. Paul asserted that it was Tyson who insisted on making the fight count. Toward their official records, Tyson, the former undisputed heavyweight champion, hasn't competed professionally since retiring on his stool after 5 rounds with Kevin McBride in 2005. However, he did step back into the ring for an exhibition match against fellow legend Roy Jones Jr. in 2020, which ended in a draw. Mike Tyson wanted it to be a pro fight. Netflix wanted it to be a pro fight, so I agreed to make it a pro fight. Winner takes all, Paul said after the bout was officially announced, while Tyson added, yes, it's a real fight with Jake Paul. UFC star Michael Chandler hopes Mike Tyson can take out Jake Paul. The bout between Paul and Tyson was initially set for July 20th, but Tyson's preparations were hampered by an ulnar flare-up, so it was postponed. Although the fight date has been moved to November 15th, there are still doubts about Tyson's performance because he and Paul are 30 years apart in age. Nevertheless, Chandler anticipates an entertaining bout in Dallas's A&T Stadium. Despite its shortcomings, Jake Paul fought Mike Perry, who he outweighed by 20 libs or so and had 4 in of height on. And now it's Mike Tyson, who is 30 years older. Mike Tyson's about 60 and Jake's about 30, Chandler told Lucky Block. As for Chandler's future in combat sports, his next UFC fight remains uncertain. Dana White recently confirmed that a potential matchup with Conor McGregor won't happen in 2024, leaving Chandler's upcoming bout without a set date. He further added, I love Mike Tyson. Nobody wants to see Mike Tyson get knocked out, but everybody wants to see Mike Tyson catch Jake Paul and knock him out. So I mean, you're going to watch it. I'm going to watch it. It's great for fun, not taking boxing seriously. If you will fight night, and I'll probably watch it. Renowned multi-weight world champion Roy Jones Jr. has issued a stern caution to Jake Paul regarding the formidable challenge he faces and stepping into the ring with.